So, today we're going to do a guided reading group, and we have been learning about what region in social studies? The West. So, cattle driving horses of the Old West seems pretty appropriate. Since we're going to be doing a book that cattle driving horses. Maybe we'll find out what that means when we read. So why do you think I chose a book on the West?
Because we're going to talk about the West.
Do you think that maybe we'll be able to make some connections?
Maybe.
What is a reading strategy? What do you think I'm going to ask you guys to use today? Schema. And I'm sorry. Excuse me. 3, 2, 1. I need the level to be lower. I can't even hear the group. You have to take it down a few notches. Thank you.
Go first.
I'm sorry. So what is schema?
Connections.
Yes. So you're going to use facts and good happenings in your life. You're going to make connections that you think about, and you're going to connect them to the actual text that you're reading. So a book on the West is perfect to do that, right? Okay. So I'm going to just read this first paragraph, then we're going to read the second paragraph together, and then you guys will be on your way. There was a time in the history of the United States when cowboys drove cattle across the rugged, open land. It was a time when a cowboy's only shelter was the wide brim of his hat. That time was called the Old West. In the years between 1800 and 1850, pioneers were crossing the Mississippi River in great numbers. They moved west because they wanted land of their own, or were looking to get rich, or were just looking for a new start. Now, what are some of the reasons that we heard that they were moving west? What can you connect your schema to? The gold rush. So don't you think that's what they're talking about when they say looking to get rich? People were coming in looking for gold. How about... Oh, and they also, so they can do what? So they can get land of their own, right?
So they can do this. They can earn good money and then get land.
There you go. So now, but did you guys know that before that? Before we learned about the West? Now you know why they're coming to get rich and why they can get their own land, right? Nice job with your connection. So now I want everyone to continue reading, and then I'm going to start with you reading out loud.
Should I read the rest of it?
Yes.
The West was suited for cattle. Cities across the country wanted the cattle supply. The cattle had to be
Ian, I'm so sorry. One second. Sorry, guys. Okay, Ian, can you please start from the beginning of that paragraph?
The West was suited for cattle. Cities across the country wanted beef that the cattle supplied. The cattle had to get to these cities by train, so workers were needed to drive the cattle from the ranches to the railroads. Those workers were known as cowboys. Cowboys used horses to do their work. Luckily, wild mustangs roamed the plains. Cowboys often rode mustangs.
So when they're talking about Mustangs, they're not talking about the car. What are we talking about? Okay, so why do you think the car is called a Mustang?
Because it has the horse on it.
Oh, so because Mustangs were fast?
They're muscle cars.
Oh, okay, keep reading. Are you guys reading fine?
Cowboys were important in the cattle industry for about 100 years. From the late 1800s to early 1900s. The Mustangs were descendants of tame Spanish horses.
What does that mean? Mustangs are descendants of tame Spanish horses. What's that mean? Were you descendants of? Yeah, pretty much. So you have this broad tree, so it's your grandparents and your grandparents and your grandparents. A lot of times your nationality will be your descendants of a certain place or from a certain family. So very nice. Continue.
Spanish explorers brought their horses voices retreat. They lie on voices behind these provided a great habitat for voices. And the number of voices grew greatly by the 8K era. Wild horses were
Jaden. Okay, wherever you are, just start reading and I'll follow. So what do you think of coral? Is the word coral different than the rest of the words? Why? How? It's bold. So when it's bold, we know that we can So go to the classroom. And what is coral? Corral. Okay. An area with a fence around it. Corral is used to keep cattle, horses, and other animals from straying. So we can connect that with the picture, right? Have you ever seen anything like that? You know, like rodeos or anything like that? Oh, cool. Okay, so you have seen stuff like that. So now you can connect to that picture. Okay, go ahead. Have you ever heard anything like that before? Sorry, Julian. Please speak nice and loud.
Their fingers are like this. Instead, their jaws break everywhere. First, the mom says, it's like they're always crazy. Put a basketball.
Can you connect to any of the tribes in any way? Does anything remind you of something? Seen anything like it? Have you ever been on a horse? You have? Okay. So how are you, so do any of these things sound like you've heard? Okay, so since you've been on a horse before, does any of this ring a bell with you with how you treat the horse, what the horse likes?
The city grew 2,000 to 180,000 people who were
I will come back to you. I need you to think of how you refer to this text. Use your schema, and if you don't want to use your schema, then any other template right here you need, okay? Thank you. Okay, Kendall. Okay, Kendall. Then it says the Mustangs have increased since then. So you think that that's good. I said, so did you use the text features up here? This is the population change. What does that say? Well, because here it says 1900, there was 2 million, and then 2000 is how many? 40,000. So it's definitely gone down a lot, but it's come up since 1970. All right, thanks. Okay. I think so have you seen any of these? I know that each one gives you a description. Have you ever seen any of this equipment before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? So really? So have you been on a horse?
Oh yeah.
So since you've seen a girdle before, what does that do? Where does it go? Very interesting. Yeah. Very nice job. Okay, I know it's super distracting here right now and it's kind of crazy, so I really appreciate you guys giving this your best effort. I just want everyone to tell me in one way how they use their schema while connecting to the system.
I sort of connected with like cards.
Okay.
Like I knew what they all were before I looked at them and I knew what they all were.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Very nice. Kendall? Nice amount. Were you thinking about when you rode a horse and you read about it and look at it? Does it kind of remind you of that and bring you back? Very cool. Dylan? You have? Cool. Really? Well, that's really interesting. Wow, that's so cool. So did this remind you of that? So you guys look like this guy.
Yeah, except without the chat.
Without the chest. Very cool. Nice job. Jaden? Connecting to the horses? In what way? Yeah, so it makes it easier when you read about it, when you've already seen something, and then you can actually see how it looks like in real life when you read about it. Nice job. Okay, I know, I promise when we do this tomorrow, it will not be so bad. Okay? Thank you guys. Now you can go and